Here are 3 hearty and healthy winter soup recipes you'll love. We'll make a savory 5-ingredient Potatochoke Alforno, black eyed peas with Collards soup, and a nutritious Brussels and cabbage soup. We'll also use seasonal produce to help us capture delicious flavors, broths we've canned at home, and enjoy the simplicity of one-pot meals that simmer on the stove or just as easily in a crock pot. Let's get started. First up, warm you to your soul, Potatochoke Alforno. You'll only need 5 ingredients for this hearty meal, so start by rinsing 1.5 pounds of baby potatoes and having any of the larger potatoes to make room for the other ingredients we'll need to fit on your spoon. Also, preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Next, trim the fennel by removing the leafy tops, which will add directly to the pot, and save some for a garnish at the end. You'll also need to remove the ends from the bulb, halve, and cut into slices. Place everything into a roasting tray or cast iron cooking pot. Then add 10 ounces of artichokes with 2 tablespoons of oil from their jar. Top with drizzles of oil, cover with tin foil, and bake for 1 hour. Next, move to the stove top, add grated Parmesan cheese and 3.5 ounces of double cream to the pot until everything is melted, and let it simmer. Fennel bulbs have a robust flavor and texture, so I find that I only need to add a bit of seasoned salt and pepper. Next, bake for a final 20 minutes or until golden brown and cooked through. And yes, this freezes perfectly, so you can enjoy some now and some later. Let's move to our second soup, Black Eyed Pea and Collard soup, a classic southern dish. If you're a home cook like me, know that you can throw this dish together as long as you have the peas, a couple of smoked turkey necks, and broth and greens of your choice. If you're using fresh beans, you'll want to pre-soak them overnight, then thoroughly rinse and drain them. Next, place your pan on low heat or the simmer option on your crock pot. Then roughly chop the vegetables you'll be adding. I had a bit of celery and carrot chips and shallots on hand, so that's what I used. And might I add that somehow the act of chopping vegetables after a long day at work helps me to just detox from the day. Is this true for you too? Next, you'll saute your onion and celery and carrots in olive oil for 2 to 3 minutes or until softened. Then add a few cloves of garlic. Here's a jar of garlic that I preserved this summer. Y'all know I love canning and fermenting, and here's how it comes in handy many months later. I'm adding 2 quarts of home canned ham stock that I made earlier this spring, but feel free to use your store-bought. You'll add your turkey neck, drained and rinsed peas, stock, herbs and seasoning like paprika and thyme, and stir all that goodness together. You're going to want to allow the beans to tenderize for about 30 minutes, and then you'll stir in your collards and allow those to tenderize for another 15 to 20 minutes. And at the very end, add freshly diced tomatoes. Now y'all, this is a southern dish, so whenever you have collards or black-eyed peas, hot water cornbread is a given and it pairs perfectly with this soup. Now if you haven't heard of this before, think of it as fried cornbread. It's super simple to make and you just combine cornmeal, sugar, hot water, and your choice of fat into a patty that you'll fry and later on drain. And here they are. Oh, this is just so good. Now my dad likes to crumble his cornbread right into the soup, but I prefer to scoop a bit of my soup onto the hot water cornbread for a perfect crunch that goes nicely with this textured blend soup. Next up, we've got a Brussels sprout and cabbage soup that comes together quickly and easily and is a refreshingly lighter soup than the two we've made thus far. After warming a pan filled with drizzled olive oil, roughly chop several onions. Move those to the pan to cook until soft, which gives you enough time to dice a few carrots. Next, remove the ends of 1.5 pounds of Brussels sprouts, and then you'll want to also cut them in half. And add those to the pot to soften. Next, roughly chop 1 cabbage, removing the exterior leaves and ends. Then add enough chicken stock to cover. Again, I'm using my home canned chicken stock, and I'll add the video card showing you how I preserve a whole chicken above. Allow this to meld for 30 minutes or until everything is tender. The act of making soup is healing for the mind, while the act of eating soup is soothing for the body. To get more homesteading tips to help you say yes to your farm dream in a small space and in your spare time, join me here weekly. I'll see you in my kitchen or garden soon.